Hello friend. Welcome to MovieMark. Today we have brought you some amazing top 12 best Hollywood movies and series on YouTube, which are masterpiece movies forever. Hope you will like them. So let's start today's video.
अगर हमने निशाचरों को अभी नहीं रोका तो पूरी दुनिया तबाह हो जाएगी। मैं ये होने नहीं दूंगा।
Number 12. The Princess. This movie based on action drama fantasy genres, with 5.6 IMDb rating. The film is set in a medieval realm ruled by a king and his queen, who have two daughters, the titular princess and her younger sister Violet. With the queen's quiet approval, the princess was trained in the fighting arts by Lin, the niece of Kai, one of the king's advisors. Since the queen did not bear any sons, the king had intended to wed the princess to Julius, the ruthless son of a royal diplomat, who despises the king's peaceful reign because of his belief that a strong king should rule with an iron fist. Number 11. No One Gets Out Alive. This movie based on drama horror mystery genres, with 5.3 IMDb rating. Amber, an undocumented immigrant, moves from Mexico to Cleveland after her mother passes away. She supports herself with an under-the-table job and her savings. In search of a place to stay, she finds a dilapidated boarding house run by Red, who requires the first month's rent up front. After she moves in, strange things start happening to her there and elsewhere. One night she sees a man banging his head against the door, whom she later learns is Red's mentally disturbed brother, Becker. Some rooms in the house are filled with strange artifacts, including depictions of ritual sacrifice. Amber begins to see ghostly figures around the house. Number 10. The Curse of Bridge Hollow. This movie based on adventure comedy family genres, with 5.5 IMDb rating. A teenage girl, who accidentally releases an ancient and mischievous spirit on Halloween which causes decorations to come alive and wreak havoc, must team up with the last person she'd want to in order to save their town, her father. The Curse of Bridge Hollow is a 2022 American comedy horror film directed by Jeff Wadlow from a screenplay by Todd Berger and Robert Rugen, starring Marlon Wayans, Priya Ferguson, Kelly Rowland, John Michael Higgins, Lauren Lapkus, Rob Riggle, and Nia Vardalos. The film was released by Netflix on October 14, 2022. Number 9. Project Wolf Hunting. This movie based on action crime horror genres, with 6.1 IMDb rating. Follows dangerous criminals on a cargo ship who are transported from the Philippines to South Korea, as they unleash a sinister force after an escape attempt leads to a riot. Project Wolf Hunting is a 2022 South Korean science fiction action thriller film directed by Kim Hong-sun, starring Seo In-guk and Jang Dong-yoon. The film takes place on a cargo ship used to transport dangerous criminals from Manila, Philippines to Busan, South Korea. It premiered at 2022 Toronto International Film Festival on September 16, 2022, and was released on September 21, 2022 in theaters in South Korea. Number 8. Army of Thieves. This movie based on action comedy crime genres, with 6.4 IMDb rating. A prequel, set before the events of Army of the Dead, which focuses on German safecracker Ludwig Dieter leading a group of aspiring thieves on a top-secret heist during the early stages of the zombie apocalypse. Sebastian Schlenchtwonert has a mundane life as a bank teller in Potsdam, Germany. A zombie outbreak in Nevada dominates international news, giving him nightmares about zombies. He also produces YouTube videos about safecracking that receive no attention until a mysterious figure comments on his most recent, inviting him to an underground safecracking competition. Sebastian wins the contest and is introduced to Gwendolyn Starr, a skilled jewel thief who had commented upon his YouTube video. Number 7. The Number 23. This movie based on crime mystery thriller genres, with 6.4 IMDb rating. On Walter Sparrow's birthday, his wife Agatha gives him a book titled The Number 23, written by Topsy Kretz, as a birthday present. Walter starts reading the book and notices striking similarities between himself and the main character, a detective named Fingerling. Fingerling is obsessed with the 23 enigma, the idea that all incidents and events are directly connected to the number 23. Walter too becomes obsessed with the number and attempts to uncover the mystery of the book's author, but he can't find any information. Walter's son, Robin, is interested in the enigma too, but Agatha dismisses it as superstition. Number 6. Fear Street Part 2. This movie based on drama horror mystery genres, with 6.7 IMDb rating. Shadyside, 1978. School's out for summer and the activities at Camp Nightwing are about to begin. But when another Shadysider is possessed with the urge to kill, the fun in the sun becomes a gruesome fight for survival. Fear Street Part 2, 1978 premiered at the Los Angeles State Historic Park on July 8, 2021, and was released by Netflix on July 9, 2021. The film received generally positive reviews from critics, who praised the screenplay, direction, and the performances of Sink, Rudd, and Simpkins. The final installment in the trilogy, Part 3, 1666, was released on July 16. Number 5. Disturbia. This movie based on crime drama mystery genres, with 6.8 IMDb rating. Troubled by the sudden death of his father in a car accident, outcast teenager Cale Brecht punches his Spanish teacher who invokes his father while reprimanding him at school. For the assault, Cale is sentenced by a sympathetic judge to 3 months under house arrest, with an ankle monitor and a proximity sensor. After his father is killed in a car accident, things unravel for Cale Brecht and he is placed under house arrest for punching his Spanish teacher. Having nothing better to do, Cale occupies himself by spying on his neighbors. But one night, he witnesses what appears to be a murder going on in Mr. Turner's house. Number 4. Sicario Day of the Soldado. This movie based on action crime drama genres, with 7.1 IMDb rating. A suicide bombing by ISIS in a Kansas City grocery store kills 15 people. In response, the United States government orders CIA officer Matt Graver to apply extreme measures to combat Mexican drug cartels who are suspected of having smuggled the terrorists across the US-Mexico border. Graver and the Department of Defense decide the best option is to instigate a war between the major cartels, and Graver recruits operative Alejandro Gillick for the mission. Number 3. The Wheel of Time. This web series based on action-adventure drama genres, with 7.1 IMDb rating. Moiraine is an Aes Sedai, who can channel an elemental force called the One Power. Years passed, the male half of the One Power was corrupted, driving male channelers insane, and lose their Intellimon, a channeler known as the Dragon, tore the world apart in his madness. Some Aes Sedai wish to eliminate male channelers, but Moiraine and her warder Lon Mandragoran search for the dragon's reincarnation to defeat the Dark One, a force of primordial evil. Number 2. Rise of the Guardians. This movie's based on animation action-adventure genres, with 7.2 IMDb rating. Jack Frost awakens from a frozen pond with amnesia and disappears upon realizing that no one can see or hear him. 300 years later, the man in the moon warns Nicholas St. North that pitch black is threatening children with his nightmares. North calls Eth, Aster Bunnymund, the Sandman, and the Tooth Fairy to arms, and they are told that Jack Frost has been chosen to be a new guardian. Bunny brings him to the North Pole and North explains to Jack that every guardian has a center which they are the guardian of. Number 1. Nightcrawler. This movie's based on crime drama thriller genres, with 7.8 IMDb rating. Petty thief Lou Bloom is caught stealing from a Los Angeles rail yard by a security guard. He attacks the guard, steals his watch and leaves with stolen material. After selling the material at a scrap yard, Lou asks for a job, but the foreman says he does not hire thieves. While driving home, Lou sees a car crash and pulls over. Stringers, freelance photojournalists, arrive and record 2 police officers pulling a woman from the burning wreck. One of the stringers, Joe Loader, tells Lou that they sell their footage to local news stations. So friends, I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please subscribe to the channel to get more videos like this. Thanks for watching.